I suppose it would help if I unmuted myself. Hi. I'm a little bit deaf right now, so I'm going to lower the volume just a little bit. Okie dokie. I also get the feeling that the game is louder than I am on your guys' end, so I'm going to tweak that a little bit. Because I'm looking, and it's certainly jumping ahead of me. So, how is everybody doing? All two of you. I wanted to play this game, and I mean, I kind of have already, mostly. But I know there's definitely some stuff that I missed that I want to go through and see about finding. So, I'm also trying to figure out where I am as, there we go. Alrighty. So, let's get started. Hello there, Isil. You guys will have to tell me how the volume sounds, because I'm terrible at doing this. Oh, I just realized the stream is probably going to hate this game because it has a VHS filter put over it, and I imagine that is just going to destroy the video quality. But okay, so welcome to the world of divine frequency. Beyond are many terrible and malevolent ways to be slaughtered. Shattered minds and sinister geometry alike roam this dizzying nightmare. But there in the inferno, in the abyss, treasures and eternal life abound. Before you venture into the unknown, you must pick a primary attribute for your character. I'm going to do it. So on my first playthrough, I picked wits because that was the one they recommended. Seeking on. I'm kind of wondering. So, extra pocket mutation. Okay, so I can carry more stuff. Gain 1 mutation point. I don't know what that means. Also determines. Hello, bacon. Maximum health, maximum. This says it determines it, but does that mean I have more? So I'm trying to remember, what does wits do? Small firearm, proficiency, crow. Let's try physique, because I'm a stinker. Alright, your escape. Okay, it's weird because it's like the audio is cutting it out and it's messing with me because I'm sure it's intentional, but I'm like, is the game just dying right now? Your escape led you to the pits beneath whatever originated you. Comfortable in the darkness and solitude, you sulked on the shadows, preying on the flesh and minds of whatever put their sights on you. Refusing to just lay down and die, your misshapen existence grew ever more resilient. But then you found that peace you knew was missing. Your every instinct pointed towards it, and now that it was close to you, surviving didn't seem so bad anymore. Well, that's nice. It is spoopy game time. Yeah. Phone is buzzing. Yeah, I've loved this game ever since it was a Doom mod and they released the demos for it. And yeah, I was really happy and excited to see that it was becoming like a fully fledged standalone thing. Because fighting them blood zombies, I mean, I could overlook it, but it admittedly did detract a little bit. This is a bit. I'll tell you what though, something that drives me batty is when a game has both sprinting and dashing, because those are two things I almost always bind to shift. And trying to figure out a decent control scheme for it when I have both at the same time is just not ideal. This bothers me. I saw this during my first playthrough. I'm like, why? It doesn't do anything. I can't break them. Like, I can break them later in the game. I know that, but I can't use my fists here. I feel like that prompt shouldn't appear. Yeah, so what I'm doing currently is I have sprinting is bound to control, dashing is bound to shift, and then, because I hate myself, crouching is bound to C. Which I don't like. It feels super uncomfortable, but what am I gonna do? I don't have two control buttons. And I ain't putting anything on caps lock. I'm not a heathen. Boop. Hi, buddies. Seek depth. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Act 1. Confinement in the universe. Listen. We aren't heretics in this house. We don't bind things to caps lock. Okay, can I jump out the window? I didn't. I just realized I'm like, I can crouch. Oh no, I can't. It does remind me of Total. I was like thinking. It's like something's reminding me of something, but I can't put my finger on what. And I think you're right. It's Total Chaos. I had a really funny idea during my first playthrough, where it's like when I realized you could flip this switch, I was like, it'd be like really funny if like going to bed with the switch turned on would make the game easier, and going to bed with the switch turned off would make the game harder. I was like, that would be that. I think that would be adorable. It'd be a really cute way to mess with people. Yeah, so I'm aware vaguely that there's like coordinates or something we're trying to get to throughout the course of this. Which I don't remember if that was in the Doom version or not. Also, I need to complain to the developers for a second here. I can't rebind what the buttons in the menus here do. And because of that, both left click and right click is used to activate an item, and I'm so used to pressing right click to drop items that I would go into my inventory and I'd be like, I want to get rid of this useless green mushroom. And I'd poison myself every single time. So, fix it. It looks inviting. Also, my man jamming out in the other room. Shalom, Pura. I'm playing the best game. Yes, what's up? Your dream will be intercepted. Whoo! Oh my, I have... Okay, I was not expecting to look like that. That's a little bit different from how I looked last time. Wow. Yeah, a couple other things. I feel like, some kind of sound for when you punch here would, enhance this a bit, because, me throwing these swings like this with no sound is a bit odd. It feels weird. It feels a little bit jank. Also, like when you do that alternate punch, he sort of like swivels his fist. I feel like something a little bit more instant needs to be happening there, because boy, it sure don't. I mean, not that like the punch needs to come out in instantly. I understand that there's a desire for it to be sort of clunky and like there needs to be a wind up, but like just having it go. It kind of feels it makes my brain go, am I actually gonna throw the punch someday, or is it like, or did it not register that I pressed that button? Also, this corner bothers me because it's pitch black and I can't see anything, and my brain's like, there's gotta be something there I'm missing, but I'm sure there isn't. Getting an Unreal... that would be pretty neat. Candles lead to the exit. I don't know why that note is there, if I'm being honest. Because this area is kind of hard to get lost in. In the original version of this, where they had like the long candle maze, I could understand why they might want to do that. But here, they simplified it a bit. I don't feel like that note is necessary. There were many vague scriptures and passages about a terrible horror that wields the power of aromancy. I don't actually know what that means. I'm sure it's some magic bullcrap. Bunch of heathens. One passage suggests it resides in a plane of thoughts. Oh, so I gotta go over here and suck on an egg. There it is. Inspect the egg. The egg feels warm to the touch. It pulsates gently from within. Its potential tells you that its shell will nourish your natural chitinous skin, while its yolk will enhance the particulates in your colloidal skin. Colloidal skin? There's not an I at the between the A and the L there at the end. When I first saw gameplay of this version, I thought it was looking at it weird. I see. Nah, it's a lot better than that. 30 plus resistance armor. I'm trying to remember. See, in my brain, I'm like, I feel like the armor regen like makes this such a no-brainer. But maybe not. I don't know. You grab the egg and puncture it with your finger. You hear a muffled, tiny scream from within. You insert your finger through the opening and scramble the insides as the screams die down. After licking your fingers, you find that the taste is slightly metallic, yet refreshing. You drink the rest. Yeah. I think I hit a wall. I can't see. I've stopped making walking sounds. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. I can't see. I know there's an exit around here somewhere. Game. Oh gosh. I can't bring up my Doom map to see where I am. Oh, there it is. Goodness. Will flicker when fuel is low. Dunk. Really? Okay. They nailed it. Actually, I don't want that mushroom. I was about to do it again. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna. A story just came to my mind. I don't go to haunted houses very often. There are a couple of times where I've gone with friends. Well, dang nabbit. And the few times I have gone with friends, I've always managed to weird out and make the staff of the haunted house laugh and break character. Like there was one time I think it was at the Milwaukee Museum, if I remember correctly. They were doing like some haunted house event for for the Milwaukee Museum, because I think we went on Halloween, and There's a guy who was holding like he was like dressed up in all makeup as a zombie, and he was holding the severed arm of like a mannequin or something, and he went out to like freak me out by trying to like touch me with the severed arm, and I reached out and I grabbed the hand of the severed arm and shook it and said hello there. And I immediately made him and everyone around him laugh. He was trying so hard not to. He was like, it was beautiful. Who is that? Actually, I don't. He might be in the Never mind. I was gonna say he might be in the bestiary. I'd say for punches, if they wanted to do more silent punches, there could be a subtle sound. Yeah, just some. I just need some kind of sound because without it, it's just kind of. It feels unfinished. It also feels a little weird that like hitting that doesn't. Yeah. Just in general, I feel like I've been ripping on this too much, but there's a few places where I feel like the sound is a little bit questionable and stands out, whether it because of a lack of sound or because of the sound choices that are made, which I imagine is probably mostly a consequence of it having been like a Doom mod that's now been translated into like its own fully fleshed out game. Also, what is that? Because I don't know what that sound is. That's not that guy over there, is it? Because he's right there. How dare that cup not shatter into various pieces of debris. Okay, for a second I was like, is that pistol different? No, it's definitely not. I do really appreciate that they have like this little section here to be like, hey, you picked up a weapon that's like completely broken, you're gonna need to repair it. Because when I first saw that there were repair kits for the weapons, I was like, under what context am I going to need to repair them? So I appreciate that it operates as a little tutorial for that. Nope. I also gotta say, I absolutely love, because I think we're coming up on it now. Like seeing some of the stuff that was in like the Doom version of the demo and how it's been translated into this, it makes me giddy. It's so cool. Also, I don't remember being able to talk to the skeleton guy in the Doom demo. I'm pretty sure I just remember he was like the what is it called? He was like the clerk at the desk in Blood when you went into the Dark Carnival. Where he was like, "Hey, stop him! He didn't pay." But I don't remember being able to have a conversation with him in the Doom demo. Maybe I was just stupid and missed that. The creature turns its skull towards you. There are no eyes in the sockets, but you can feel them examining you curiously. Yes. Huh? Iskadl. Glubany. What? Questions. Well, since you asked, I'm looking for a specific coordinate. There's a brief pause, then the ominous figure extends its lamp forward, even if you swear it already was. Turn around, go first left, then down, then more down. Go into the ocean. Inside a single frame of time is your destination. The creature laughs raucously, but its laughter doesn't echo in the tunnels. I want to say really quick, it just echoed, so that's a lie. It sounds louder than your own voice inside your skull. We're done. Not finished, alas, not by a league. Go ahead and say it. Boosh. I could be wrong, but is this is this not just the Silent Hill safe room theme? I feel like it is. Like, it's so on the nose. I mean, like, maybe I haven't played enough Silent Hill, but like I'm just like, I swear this is just the Silent Hill theme. Like, it's almost 1-to-1. I could be wrong, but what is that? Oh. I'm wondering if they're going to flesh out. I mean, like, they probably are. If they're going to flesh out the safe room a bit more in the full game. I think what makes it look weird, Ramtonic, is probably the fact that there are points within the animation where, like, the character's hands just are completely stationary and are moving very rigidly. They're animated in a very rigid way where it's like they move to a point, they stop, and then, like, it's just a perfectly smooth motion, which I don't mind. But you know, I can understand why it would look a little off. Hi, buddy. Boop. One time at the crossroads, I went on the walk of peace. Now I live in a dark hole. Well, how dare you? I love this guy right here. I'm trying to remember what he was in the original demo, but I love, like, you see him from, like, this side of the glass, and then you go, whoop, and he's gone. It's so awesome. Is that... I'm trying to remember where that is, because I don't think... Maybe I go through it whilst backtracking, but I do not remember. I feel like during my first playthrough, I never went through that door. Unless I'm crazy, and you have to go through that door, and there's no way I missed it. Is that just this right? It's probably this right there because it has a green light above it. It's just that it moved up. It was probably a grate that was in front of the door, and they just revealed the door that you can interact with to leave this place. What am I doing? So emits a dim red light when switched on, best used as an emergency light. I've never had to use this. I feel like it's going to be like explicitly for like when you run out of lantern oil, but I haven't been able to do that in the demo. I'm just too good. Raise gate, turn on auxiliary light. I mean, I haven't been able to figure this out. Is there a reason to not turn on the light? Hey, buddies. Gotcha. I think those are just garbage bags. Theoretically. I think that it startled me. Yeah, I need the odd-looking mushroom for that one guy. I forgot about that. It's not like all the other mushrooms, is it? I think it might be. I don't know. Also, why is it like right on top of it? Oh, no, that's because it's like right there on my HUD. I see. Nope. Go lower. Yeah, I remember there was this one section in the old demo where I think you had to like go between the various floors with the elevator, where it was more, I want to say like backtracky-ish, where you were traversing. I could be wrong about that. I don't know, there's been like 5 different demos throughout the years for this. I don't remember. Oh gosh. Okay, now that way. How dare you? Well, dang nabbit. What the heck? I haven't been able to figure this out. What are the micro explosive rounds? Just the pistol ammo? Because I swear there was like a different ammo type for the pistol in addition to the micro explosives. And yeah. So I'm like, are there multiple ammo types for the pistol and I've just not figured out how to use them yet? Also, how do I use the secondary fire? I don't know how to do that. Weapon degradation, stinger ammo, ammunition hit. Okay, so there are different ammo types, but how do I, like... use them. Behind me? Not behind me. There's nothing behind me. There's just this cute... Wait, there's definitely something right there. You can't convince me otherwise. That's a hole. I think. I could be wrong. Boop. I imagine only that one class you can pick right at the beginning is able to break through that. The one who's like primarily melee oriented. Boop. He's gonna pretend that didn't happen. Wait, did I? There we go. Casino, but with a potato bag on. It's true. Man, I remember I was like coming to this was so cool for the first time because I was like, man, in the original, this was the Hellhound from Blood. So I was like, man, I wonder what they're gonna do to. Are they just gonna make like a big dog monster? Like, what is it gonna be this time? Now that it's like a totally standalone thing. Smudge, no, you can't do this right now. No, no, not right now. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Do you want to say hi? Come here, buddy. Oh my goodness. Say hi. How is my boy? Yeah. Yeah. You talking to me? What? You need something? Right. What? You're gonna rip my headphones off, buddy. Oh my goodness. No, my face is covered in cat hair. Yeah. They recovered from surgery well, I see. Smudge? That was like years ago that he had surgery. Oh my gosh, I'm all covered in cat hair now. Very sad. Anyways, let's go poke the doggy. Hey, I think you might be the funny man, if I'm not mistaken. You know, I kept waking up and didn't understand why, but now I know I could not miss this. Well, I'm very happy you're here. You missed all my complaining. So, you showed up just in time. Yeah, I was saying though, it makes me so. I was seeing the stuff from the old demo come back and how it's been spruced up makes me so happy. Like seeing, I was like when I got to here and I was like, I wonder what the dog is gonna be now. Because originally it was just the Hellhound from Blood. And, yeah, now he's no doggy anymore. So sad. Also, those bug things that show up later. Those things. I don't like those things. They're mean. Those things like never cease to spook me just because of how fast they are. Yeah, no, so one of the things I do actually want to mention quick though, since I have you here, since I have you hostage, so there's the one section, it was in the old demo, where, I love the music by the way, there's one section in the old demo where it's the part with the mannequin. There are two problems with that section in the current version, and I'm sure you might even know about one of them, because people have to have reported this. There's the part where like the mannequin disappears, hitting them with the bug spray. There's one portion where when you're looking at the mannequin, the light goes out and the mannequin appears behind you. I think I turned around too quickly when I was looking at the section before, and the mannequin kind of just like spawns in, and like you can literally look behind you and watch it happen. Where it's like, I looked at the thing, the light goes out, I turn around, and he doesn't appear behind me right when the light goes out. He appears behind me like a little bit after. So because of that, when I looked at the thing and then I turned around to look behind me, he was like, he wasn't there, and then he just spawns in. And I was like, well, that kind of ruins the effect a little bit. But then the second thing is when you hit the switch, all of the sound drops out, and you're just left with the water splooshing sounds as you walk, which in theory is fine, but the problem is like, I think there's only like 2 or 3 sounds that you're playing for like the water splooshing effect, and it sounds completely out of place in like this tight claustrophobic tunnel where I'm like, I feel like this should be echoing, and it also like, it's very apparent that you're listening to like the same 2 or 3 sounds on loop as you're walking through the game, and it's a little it kind of ruins the mood a little bit. Yeah, you can just look behind you and watch it spawn in. Yeah, it's a little, it kind of ruins the effect a little bit. I appreciate what it was going for, but I was like, oh. Also the bathroom. This is the this is the bathroom. I hate this bathroom. You might have noticed that in my tweet. This bathroom just, I don't know what it is. This bathroom just makes me deeply uncomfortable. Like just like just being in this corner, it just makes me feel like I'm a little kid. Just like in a really big and uncomfortable room. Ooh, dang it. Let me go down. Whee. I love the new art you made for all the weapons and stuff, by the way. Oh, gee. No, I forgot about you. Yeah. Yeah, I was also saying, even no free on it. Oh, that's neat. I actually have it already, but that is a good game. I was also saying I feel like the punching needs some swinging sounds, because it right now it's a little bit. That's all the furry. I'm not sure. It's not spelled as furry. Fury Web, we made the art. Oh, okay. You're talking about the person. Fury Web. So Fury Web. Fury Web made the art. Very cool. Yeah, I love the new creature designs and stuff too. They're so good. It's so nice not shooting blood zombies. I had to animate my hand in the texture editor. Oh no. Oh, that doesn't sound like any fun at all. That sounds awful. What do you use as a texture edit? How does that work? Because you can't do you take the pre? I'm trying to mentally parse how you because I imagine he would have still had to pose everything in the 3D editor, and you just took them as images. But you said animate, so that would imply he's not doing that. I'm getting so turned around. It's like, where am I, Okay. I think this is the place. So sad. Man, I don't know why I don't know why. But when I was playing this for the first time and I came in here, I was like, I'm going to pick this ammo up and something's going to spawn right behind me. I just know it. And and it never did. I probably thought that because that's what I would have done if I were making this. Who's breathing over there? Yeah, I knew about that guy. Did you find the meat for you? Yeah, well, I mean, it's right here, so. Yeah, no, I did find this the first time. It did get me the first time, even though I saw it coming. Because I saw the funny Twitter clip that you posted. I want to shoot that, but I just don't think it's going to do anything. And you swear you saw the box move. A gurgling sound seems to be coming out of it. A broken, raspy, and pained voice emerges from the box. No, please, don't come closer. I can't. What? Who are you? What are you doing in there? I'm only trying to hide. There's things here. A brief pause. You know whatever's inside is examining what has to be your feet from inside the box. But you know, have you seen them? You've seen them. You are one of them. Physique. Put your hand in front of the box opening. Don't worry, I'm not like them. I'm more like you. Okay, this is getting weird. I'm out of here. That's different from. I imagine it changes from like the responses change from different character to character. Or games need to try you with one HP. Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe that Snake managed to escape Konami long enough to get into this game. So sad what they're doing with his remaster. No, not really. Thank the gods. The box stiffens a bit, as if wary. It's a communication from the heavens, forbidden knowledge, or at least forgotten by most of us. The box deflates in what you consider a sign of relief. Very important. Wait, that's it? The box fidgets again, a bit more strongly this time. There appears to be something eerie about the nature of that question. Don't remember. Can't be too far. I can't walk. See, it's been a long time, a while. Well, crawling and falling, though. An awkward silence takes hold of the room, and you get the impression that whatever's inside the box can no longer speak. I'll give the guy a little mushroom. A tendril of rapidly dissolving flesh lashes out of the box at a blindingly fast speed, snatching the mushroom off the lid. Yo, Konami found him. They gambit. I absolutely love that stuff, though. Like, it's so trippy and fun. I love the little I love the little segments of just absolute pure like acid trip weirdness that this game has in it. Like this game, especially playing through it blind for the first time, it like just like triggered such a range of emotional highs in me that I was just like, oh, this is so amazing. Like I like no game has ever made me feel like this. It's me and the boys at Bible study. Hi, buddy. I don't think I can do much to you. I just get the feeling that, like, that's not going to be a thing. I kind of just ran from him the first time. I didn't actually even get to go into the room. I just found, like, a little side tunnel and jumped down. So I'm kind of wondering if there's, like, stuff I missed in here. Just a big man. I imagine that was what I was supposed to do. But I didn't even get the chance to look at this. Can I shoot you? What? Yeah, I get the feeling that it's not gonna do much of anything to you, so I'm gonna hightail it out of here. Whoa! Oh. I know what that is at this point. It is something most unserious game. Somehow the most unserious game with the most serious atmosphere. I think at one point you were able to talk to an apple. uh, I feel like I remember something like that. Nothing missed in the full release. He'll drop something valuable. So you'll be able to kill him in the full release then. Is that what I'm understanding to be the case? It's my boy. I swear I had more shotgun ammo by now. Did I miss a bunch of shotgun ammo pickups? Wait, is he still... Oh. I didn't know he could come down here. Well, fine. I'll blast him then. I didn't know I could. Wait. What? I'm so confused. Go away. Yeah, so like when I shot him, it like blew off. I imagine like the pistol is not a piercing ammo weapon then. Speaking of which, I should probably repair this. Oh, yes. Also, I need to tell you about this because I have a complaint. Not since you've fallen into like 10. So, yeah. So, anyways, so I can't rebind the stuff for the menu here, and both left click and right click is for using items. So like every time I would try to go into my inventory to drop one of these useless mushrooms, I would end up eating it and poisoning myself. So you know. Okay. So actually, great question. So I'm glad you brought it up. How do I swap ammo types? I have no idea how to do that. I didn't see it in the options here. Fire weapon, reload, use stim, toggle lantern. But yeah, I have like because I saw like I mentioned it earlier in this. Is he still coming after me? Where is he? Oh, it didn't pop. Oh no, there's a tutorial pop up. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Yeah, because I was like, I'm seeing that I'm picking up explosive ammo, but I can't use it. Like, why is this here? Like, I gotta be able to switch ammo somehow, right? Wee! It's at the bottom right. Oh. Can you not rebind that? Or is that like bound to like does it have like a stupid name or something? No, it doesn't look like you can. Oh wait, no, it is right there. B. What was that? Oh, I'm just blind. I see. I'm just stupid. I understand now. Single target. Okay. All right. Makes sense. Makes sense. I probably won't want to use it on the zombies though, because this can already like one tap most of them. Current depth unknown. I'll go up. What do you want? Bonk. It's So wait, was there a tutorial pop-up and I just missed it? Because when you say that, I'm like, wait, because when you initially said that, I was like, okay, the tutorial pop-up didn't even show up. But now I'm like, wait, did it show up and I just didn't see it like 3 times now? Oh yeah, I remember this now. I was like, is this where the spooky bugs are going to show up? Oh no, the spooky bugs are after this. You can't... Oh, dang it. There's an invisible wall there. I was not expecting to survive that. No, it's the bug time. Hold on. I wanna I wanna make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't remember if there's anything here. Okay, it's just a stupid mushroom. I'll grab the mushroom, fine. Dunk. Wait, oh, was that... Because that was different than the other ones, so now I'm like... Hi, Buggy. No! Oh, wait, I'm low on health. I didn't even notice that. Sure, why not?
Any protected space where the walls and roofs are thick and dense enough to absorb radiation. The more distance and time you put between you and the fallout particles, the better. After a radiological or nuclear fallout, you shouldn't leave your shelter until
Listen.
official say-so. The length of your stay...
I'm not... I was gonna hit the switch again. But then I remembered what the switch did. I'm not gonna hit the switch. You're not gonna get me with that again. I'll go get you, stupid mushroom again. Think of the loot.
Stay away from damaged areas and areas marked radiation hazard or hazmat. Having a disaster kit ready will increase your family's chances of survival. In the case of nuclear...
I'm not gonna lie, I thought there were more of them from the last time I played this.
and chemical plants may be advised to evacuate. Protection from radioactive fallout.
When I opened the gate last time, I pretty much just instantly died. So it's like, it's just a funny, haha, we got you type thing.
The more distance and time you put between you.
I understand why you say that. I kind of wish you wouldn't have told me that that thing doesn't attack me. Like, that's one of those things where I'm like, I appreciate, like, teaching the player how to play the game and whatnot. But it's just one of those things where I'm like, man, I would have, like, that would have been so nice to just, like, be able to figure that all out all by myself. Because now I know he's just my friend. Like, that dude is just my bro. Like, he's just chill. Like, we're just buds. Like, I ain't got no reason to be scared of him. He's a little guy. So what is the rave happening in here? Maybe just, like, put, like, some wall graffiti around or something, like, something like that. I think just, like, making it more environmental and subtle, because, like, again, I understand it. Like, I totally get it. Like, as a developer, I'm like, I can totally imagine just some doofus walking in here and being like, I gotta kill this thing. I've gotta fight it. Oh, man. Yeah, it is one of those things where I'm like, I'm sure... But he's just a little guy. Like, come on. Come on. At least let me pet him. Yo, what if I were to, This is totally gonna get me killed. But counterpoint. No. 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 I do want to ask, just because it's not in the demo, and I figure it's just like a demo exclusive thing. There are going to be difficulty settings, right? Because I was thinking, I was like, I do feel as if though it was this was slightly too easy during my first playthrough, and that it would be quite a little bit more scary if these little guys could just steamroll me. Okay. Fair enough. I also would love, and I hate to say this because I'm just like this is like one of those things where I'm just like, I would do this, but I also understand it adds way more work for the people involved. Where I'm just like, I would love to see like a little bit of randomization in some elements where it's like, hey, so like for example the freezer guy, where it's like, hey, in some playthroughs he'll show up, and in some playthroughs he won't, just because like it keeps you on your toes in a way that it's like, if it were 100% predictable, it won't be on repeat playthroughs. It won't have the same effect, and at least like just the not knowing of whether or not he's gonna show up, I feel would add a little something to him. But I also understand that, like, again, that's way more work, and also it potentially presents some nightmare scenarios for balancing, because you can't necessarily like actively predict. Did she just? She just turned. I think she just turned. Oh no, it would be simple to implement, but like, you know, like having to do that across the course of the entire game and account for all of the different like potential balancing headaches it could introduce. That's where I'm saying like it would be a bunch of work. Like, I understand, like, oh, at this enemy here isn't hard, and, like, have it being, like, a random thing, but, like, again, how would that impact bouncing? Because it's like, you're thinking, like, okay, like, I've got, like, a bunch of little spooky encounters here scattered about, and, I've got one that shows up here, one that shows up here, one that shows up here, but now I have, like, the player has, like, gotten the perfect roll, where it's, like, every single one pops up, where it's like they're fighting like all of these enemies, and so now so it's like maybe I only accounted for like the 50-50 chance. Maybe I only accounted for like the 50-50 chance of like, oh, like 50% of these guys will show up and 50% of these won't. So I balanced the ammo around that, or I balanced the ammo around the assumption that you know, it's like in that scenario, it's like you almost can't win because the player's either going to be spending more ammo because of the randomization element, or they're going to not be able to spend any of that ammo because all of the enemies are not going to be spawning and showing up or whatever. So it's like, okay, that's just I was like, that's not an enemy, is it? But yeah, I do think that would be a great touch. Just because it would, like, because the one issue scared me again, dang. Like being able to like predict like where the enemies are going to be and how they're going to show up on repeat playthroughs does kind of it kind of removes some of the impactfulness of things a bit. And I feel like, oh, maybe during this playthrough it's like the enemies get triggered a little bit sooner or a little bit later, or they don't get triggered here but they get triggered over here. So stuff like that that would be like so good for like keeping the suspense, because knowing where the enemies are on repeat playthroughs in a horror game kind of like removes a lot of their impactfulness. Yeah. Well, thank you, Pura. It's actually funny. I had to, we had a real balancing conundrum with the melee, because the melee in Viscerafest has always been great, but we have people who, because of, like, they're just skitters, just because of how they play games, they weren't using the melee, and they didn't understand how powerful and viable the melee was. But on the flip side of that, we had people who absolutely 100% understood how useful the melee was, and so they would abuse the crap out of it to the point where they would never use the game's weapons, and they were just always punching things. So we basically, I don't even know how much people like registered it, but it was like we had to like both make the melee more viable and more useful, and also nerf the crap out of it. So there's like a bunch of different stuff we've been doing in the process of like getting the game to that point where it's like where we can both discourage people from abusing it, but also making it more useful so that people who aren't touching it will want to use it more. Yeah. Oh, the tutorial is like up in that little corner over there. Yeah, I would have never seen that, Kangas. Yeah, that's so out of the way that I gotta be honest with ya. I would have never noticed that popped up if I weren't just like accidentally looking in that corner. I would recommend, if you don't want to like put it center screen, like have it like do like a little bit of like a bloomy flash. So it's like very eye-catching. This is deep sad. I feel like I remember this being in the demo, but like it was more of like you were leading this lad through like a maze to get to the point, I think. Is that right? Because I do remember something like this being in one of the demos, unless it's just a completely different encounter, and it's still in the going to be in the full game, and it's just not in this demo. Yeah, I've been thinking about moving it close. Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to keep it up in that corner, because it is kind of unobtrusive, I would just have it do like a visual flash, so that again, it's just eye-catching. Also, another thing I need to complain about. I understand this is a GZ Doom thing. I mean, you can change it in vanilla GZ Doom. I hate the crosshair. Because the crosshair, and specifically what I hate about it, is like it showing your health thing, where it starts green, and then as you deplete, it turns yellow, and then it turns red. I don't like that. It's very visually ugly and garish, and it looks very out of place in this game. And I kind of wish I could just have it be like a solid white. And there's not currently... Like, you can do that in vanilla GZ Doom, but there's currently no option for that, at least from what I've seen. So. Wait a lab. I don't remember what it was in the original game. I just remember there was like a creature. You lead into like the center of like this thing to kill it. And I remember you had to like sort of guide him there a bit. Which is kind of what this is. It's just laid out a little bit differently than I remember. If it is the same thing. It's the big starfish man. Wah! Come on, buddy. Come on. Wah. Damn it. Man, get in there, buddy. You little starfish man. Boo. Gotcha. I mean, it kind of sucks because I feel like the tone with which I speak and just my personality, I'm detracting from the mood of this so much. Probably doesn't help that it's like the middle of the day and I have all my lights on, but... like, just sitting, like, it's... me sitting here and talking about it, it's really not the same. It's just, like, sitting by myself in the dark and just playing this. It's just so... oof. Yeah, it's the same thing, but given how bad GZ Doom's AI is, I had to make the fight. Oh, dear. I don't remember it being too bad in the original demo. I feel like it was fine, but... You know what this reminds me of? Now that I'm sitting here and thinking about it, I'm like, this kind of gives me, like, Twin Peaks vibes. Not like this section specifically, but like just the experience in general. And like, it really does just give me like the same kind of feeling as Twin Peaks, but like mixed with Silent Hill. Oh, Twin Peaks is awesome, man. Twin Peaks is so good. I've not finished Twin Peaks, but from what I've seen of it so far, it's been great. Honestly, though, if you watch the show, I'm sure you'll, like, you'll look at that comment I just made and be like, what the heck is he even talking about? This is nothing like my game. I do kind of feel like, and this might just be because like the demo's like on a medium difficulty or whatever. I feel like there is a little bit too much in the way of resources as I'm playing through this. I'm just like, I feel like I've got so much stuff that I can't even hope to use it. And I remember with the older demos, it was more of a, it was balanced in such a way where you had to kind of toe the line a bit more carefully. Oh no! That's unfortunate. Wait, hold on. No, hold on. There's a save. I wish more games color-coded crosshairs to enemies' health. I don't care for that either. I don't like people messing with my crosshairs color. So just don't touch that jar. That's the lesson we've learned. That jar kills the game. Aw, dang nabbit. You're too late, man. Hold on, I'll touch the jar again. Don't you worry. I'll run up and I'll fondle the jar. I love, oh man. Yeah, I am kind of angry at myself now because I feel like so much of the mood is just ruined by me sitting here and talking. Okay. Boom. Beautiful. So I'm just not gonna poke the jar. I don't remember that happening my first playthrough. I swear I touched that jar. Maybe it's just with this character or something. Hey, buddy. Enigmatic figure. Physique. Examine its flesh. On closer inspection, it appears that you have some of this thing in you, or that this thing has some of you in it. The line gets blurry more often than not, but still, you can see similar yet not quite the same mutations in the body in front of you. Its flesh crawls and slithers, hastily filling the holes in structural decay within its tissues, rapid decomposition. But beneath the ever-shifting flesh, there is a wealth of life, a strange yet familiar alien life. There's no place in the universe more dangerous than the perimeter. This thing seems to have been the only one to succeed at transcending under such duress. Its physicality inherits some of the transcendent traits, ever renovating to withstand the conditions harboring their expanded minds. Follow the trail of psychic emanation left behind by this entity. You are immediately plunged into a world that you don't see, but you can only witness in your memory. Your senses are useless here, since you are no longer in a world of things, but in a world of dreams. Foreign emotions and sensations wash over you, pulling your psyche in a million different ways. None of them ring true. However, they could never be your emotions or sensations, since these are not your dreams. But there, on the edge of your oniric eye, you see a pair of searing dots locked onto you. Everything grinds to a halt, allowing you to somewhat retain your bearings. You realize you're now moving through this entity's memories, and much of it is unfathomable. As they fold inward and blossom through in such a natural yet perplexing motion, sensing your intrusion, the psychic link is immediately cut off, and you are banished from this domain. But one thing remains clear. The device you're searching for is not here at this coordinate. There is only one location left to check. I imagine it might be tied to this character, because last time I didn't play as this character. But why it would be tied to this character, I have no idea. Oh, that might be a problem. I gotta run. I'm gonna, oh jeez, no, not you. Nope. I gotta run before it crashes. Ooh. It's the land. Oh, I wonder if it's because my lantern is running out. It seems like that might be the case. I might just turn off the lantern. I might just have to go through this game blinded now. Until I can find some oil. That won't crash my game. I've never run out of oil in this game before, so... I can't see. Yeah, I'm definitely running out of oil. Yeah, oh, I do have the bionic eye. I could try that. Hi. Oh, hi. What if I were to, I don't think that made it better. Oh. Oh, it's the funny... That's the protagonist of the video game. I got science equipment. Yeah. Hey, maybe the game won't crash now. Yeah, I've never run out of oil before, so I wouldn't be shocked if that's what was triggering it. Do you guys think I would get tetanus if I licked the walls here? Okay, I didn't lose the bionic eye. Hey, buddy. So sad that I can't break them. Or at least have them slap me back. Yes, I'm hearing good news, the gaming. Yo, I didn't know we were in China. That explains everything. Whoop. I was so pissed off when I was initially playing this. Because I jumped down this hole. I was like, I hope this hole will just kill me. And it didn't kill me. Because I didn't go... Because, like, I have this thing where it's like, when I'm playing through a game for the first time and I don't know where to go, like, the amount of options a game presents me with paths I can potentially go down, like, just immediately emotionally overwhelms me. And when I saw that door back there, I thought that would be another route or another path. So I didn't go down it right away. So then I jumped down this hole and I landed at the bottom of this hole and it didn't kill me. I was like, oh my gosh, I've got so many different places to explore now. And then I went back and I was like, oh, there's nothing in that room. Hey, buddy. Oh, it's the friends! No, they have a different eye. I don't think they're friends. Those ones look spookier. They've got mean red eyes. So what was the bug then? I'm curious now that you've found out what it is. Wee. That swimming sounds a little bit rough. I'm not gonna lie. Oh. If I were to go just really far away, would the game kill me? Man, where's the fun in that? Why can't the game just kill me when I go away? There's gotta be like a really scary monster that like appears and just like absolutely beats the crap out of you when like you go out to the far corner of the room. Null pointers, oh dear. I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention this, but then I got distracted by the game crashing. You're gonna replace the fonts and stuff, right? Because like the default fonts and stuff here, and especially when like you're reading the story stuff, it's super out of place and it's kind of distracting. Where I'm like, I want to be like in the mood as I'm reading this stuff, and I'm looking, oh, it's the Doom cheesy Doom font. There's this big golden letters on the top that like tells me who the character is. And I was like, this doesn't work. It's really distracting. I think you mean I think you mean Gmod jump scare PNG. That's so stupid. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way to do that. That's so dumb. There's no way you can't replace that font. Ooh. It's so out of that pisses me off. That's so stupid. That it's so out of place. So dumb. Oh hi. Yeah, I'm not saying that and blaming you or anything, but man, like that, like just hearing that there's like not a way to do that easily, just like that's frustrating. Like that's just one of those like stupid little game dev things where I'm just like, how has that not been addressed? Like that is so dumb. Also, gotta love absolutely love how the cultists from Blood have now been turned into edgy trenchcoat headless men. Hi, buddy. Hi. Oh god, I thought he was coming in here for a second. I was like, no! 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 How are you still alive? I love these things, by the way. They're terrifying. I did it again. Come on, get over here, buddy. I'm not in the mood for your crap. Hi, buddy. Exotic pod. Wait. No. Wait. No. I didn't. What? It's not the button I wanted to press. That can happen. I'm all the way past. That may have not been the best choice. I thought it would do more damage with the piercing rounds. Come on, little baby man, get over here. Ignite. Yeah, so like actually, so this guy is a great example of what I was talking about earlier. I feel like him changing location, like depending on place, it's like he could still be in this area, but maybe say he's a little bit earlier on, or maybe he's a bit earlier on, or maybe he's a bit later that his appearance made. But like just his placement being different, so that it's not so predictable. Like when I get into that room, like he's gonna be exactly here, because now I can be like, I can just like drop this thing here as soon as like I knew to do that from my last playthrough to deal with him. And I feel like just spicing that up a little bit would really help. Like, just place him a little bit differently. Like, maybe he's even still in that room, but just he's like tucked around a corner so you don't see him right away. It's something. I'm like, that would be, like, great just to, like, help spice it up on repeat playthroughs so I'm not quite expecting where he's going to be. Hi, buddy. I see you right there, yes. So what does this do? Vitality injector recharged. Okay. Save. I just want to... Okay, I can't go down there. Never mind. You silly. You got to put like a railing here or something. Otherwise you just feel stupid that I can't walk off into the void. Stupid game does. Examine... I don't know what examine this domain does. Okay. Within this domain is a maelstrom of thoughts. Flashing forth momentarily are fragments of truth, and the whirling roars that follow are statements of celebration. An old dilemma resolved at last, a new concept seated, but there is nothing for them to cling to, and thus they are taken back to the darkness. Those seeking ascension are overwhelmed by the loudness of the song. They feel the beat all over them. They desperately try to make sense of the melody sung to them, to try and understand where the song goes, but they just can't. They will go mad while the song fills their souls, and they are unable to sing. Alas, they are fragmented, drifting between two worlds for eternity. Present at the center of this domain is a creature resonating with a divine harmonic. This being has survived the ritual, withstanding the abyssal tempest and overflowing the torrents of heaven. Its ontological existence is a dual aspect of the world within and one beyond. The creature embodies the raw essence, energy, or raw essence of energy. Its aggression is indiscriminate, a flowing river of vitality demanding to be sprung forth. Big shout out to my man Darcy Sproul, because I know what ontological means. Rest in peace, my brother in Christ. Can't wait to see him one day. Examine this domain. Bro, I love that you did such a steady and consistent. Yeah. I mean, I understand why streamers do that, because, a lot of times, like, you'll sit down and you'll read something like that, and you're kind of forced to read it like that, because there's usually, like, a little timer attached to it, where it's like, you only have, like, 20 seconds to read this thing. So I can kind of get why they would do, like, they default to doing that, but... You must use dueling... Yeah, I know. By the way, this is like one of those places where I'm just like, man, the fact that I'm talking and I have like the personality I do, and that I'm not just sitting quietly in a dark room, just kind of ruins the mood of this so much. Because, like, man, the emotional weight of having gone through everything that is like the prior experience and then coming to this moment right here, it's just such an amazing emotional high. And I can't do it justice. Like, sitting here and talking through this and being a goofball. Like, it doesn't hit the same way. Like, this bit just made me like smile coming to this. Whoa! Ah, dang it, you stinker. Dang nabbit. Come on, man. Do it. No! I wasn't ready. I thought I was, but I wasn't. I love how it's like, quiet your mind. Oh no, I'm sucking just as much as I did it the first time at this. You guys being here is not affecting how poorly I dealt with this before. I do know what you mean, though. Dang it. Very nice. 10 out of 10. I don't have like an idle screen. I'm just left with the music screaming at me. So I gotta go back. I just needed to be quiet for 2 seconds. He's a good game though. Very nice. I do enjoy. Oh dear. Oh dear. I do need you to keep complaining. Okay, I'm trying to think because there are a couple of things. I want to make sure I've mentioned everything I thought of when I was playing through. Because during my first playthrough there were like a bunch of little things where it's like I hit something. So like obviously the tutorial stuff, I had no idea if the game even had like tutorials outside of like the pop-ups that like pause the game. Um, Obviously there's that. There are a few places where I think the sound design is a little bit questionable. Um, Obviously, I mentioned like the footsteps and water sounds. I think the water splashing sounds are by far the worst as far as sounds go. Like they are distractingly bad at times, and they also feel really out of place in certain sections because they feel like they are the kind of sounds that should be echoing, and they're not. Particularly in the moment where when you flip the switch after the mannequin or after the guy appears on the other side of the glass, that area where you hit the switch and the sound cuts out. Like this, the water splashing sounds when you're walking through that section, they are distractingly bad. To the point where it was kind of ruining the mood the first time I played it. So there's that. I'm trying to think. There was another sound I heard. The laughing. I brought this up as a joke, but I do think it is. So there's like this really cartoonishly evil laugh that plays, and there's one section where it's like you're talking to the skeleton man, you're reading his message, and it says that he laughs, but it's not echoing it through the tunnels. But the sound that plays is echoing. like. I'm like, did you play the wrong sound? Because it's very clearly an echoey laugh. And it's the kind of thing where it's so goofy that it feels out of place with the rest of the game. Like, it feels so cartoonish. Like, that laughing sound is just so cartoonishly comical that I'm like, oh, that just feels so out of place. I'm trying to think of something else. Because I'm sure I've got something else I could mention while I'm here. There's a lot of like debris and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I read that and then it's the evil laugh and I was like, is that supposed to be what plays? There's lots of like debris and stuff that you can like break in the environment. But the problem I have with it is, like, whenever it's fleshy debris, it explodes into, like, chunks of meat and blood, and that's great. That's awesome. But whenever it's, like, a pot or something, the pot just disappears. So it feels very inconsistent in that sense, where it's, like, it feels like some aspects of the environmental debris are, like, really polished, and then some aspects of it are, like, this just feels unfinished. We're binding the drop key for the inventory. Yeah, there's that. There's definitely that. I'm trying to think of anything else. I feel like the moments where like the music and the ambience kind of completely cuts out and it's dead silent, I would say I appreciate what it's trying to do in that moment, but I feel like a little bit more needs to be going on audio-wise. Like the complete dead silence with nothing but the water splishing sounds. I'm like, there's got to be like some kind of ambience, because if it's just dead quiet, and it's just the water splishing sounds, it kind of feels like, how do I put this? It feels like your character is the only thing that exists, auditorially speaking. Because if you think like, okay, I'm in a tunnel, like there's probably like water dripping sounds. There's probably like something echoing down the ways, just like. Not like it can still be like obnoxiously quiet, but like just a little bit of something to help make it feel like you're in an environment and not just like in a meaningless empty void. Yeah, I figured it might have been something like that. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Anything else? Yeah, because it definitely contributes to the mood that there would be like very little to no sound that cuts out in those moments, but there just being nothing. It does. It wouldn't be as bad if like the water splooshing sounds were better. But yeah, man. I mean, yeah. Ever since this has been a mod for GZ Doom, it's like from the earliest demos that I played, I was like, this is one of my favorite experiences, like in art in general. The only thing I could maybe think of otherwise, and this is very stupid and nitpicky, I feel like some of the other openings to the prior demos felt a bit more impactful, like immediately impactful, than the opening to the current demo does. But that may that may be like my rose tinted glasses looking back on it. Because those are like, because like yeah, it is, yeah. But yeah, it's so good, man. Like, again, it kind of frustrates me that I'm like, me sitting here and talking about this kind of ruins the mood for it in a way. Because, like, it's such just the sitting, like, I'm terrible with horror games. Like, playing through this, I don't think I quite conveyed it well enough. But, like, playing through this for the first time, whether it be any of the prior demos or this current demo, like, there are times where it's like, my anxiety was through the roof. And, again, just like the feeling of the emotional high of going through the experience of being terrified one moment and then having those moments where it's like the soundtrack kicks up and you're you're fighting this lightning wielding God, just like like Zeus bursts through the clouds. It's so good. It's I love it. It's peak. There's really nothing I've played or that I've experienced that can compare to it. It is far and above. I almost don't even want to say that it's my favorite game, because I'm like, I don't even know if I could like really compare it. Like, it's probably not my favorite thing to play, just because of like my sensibilities and what I enjoy playing. It's not the kind of game I could just sit down anytime and play whenever I want. It's like a game I've got to set aside time and a place for. But like, as far as like just experiences go, there really is nothing that compares. I hope so, man. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah. It is a good time. But yeah, so I'm probably going to call it there. I do have work I need to do. I'm currently working on the finale for Viscerafest. I'm working on the final boss arena right now. So that's what I'll be getting into after this ends. But yeah, it was wonderful to have you here, Genghis. I love your game, as I've already stated. It is a wonderful time. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie though, when you released the new demo, I was a little bit scared, because I was like, I feel like the fact he has a publisher now, meaning that the demo probably won't be as long, but like the original demos like took me like 4 to 5 hours to get through, and I was just like, oh no, when you released the demo the other night, I was like, please don't be like 4 to 5 hours long. I can't like play through an entire another game like right this second. But yeah, so yeah, I should call it there. But I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you enjoyed me being a goofball. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. So, adios, ladies and gentlemen. If I can figure out how to end my stream here.